Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tommy Zamp and I play guitar and get the lead out. We are a Led Zeppelin tribute and we tour all over the country. And my job is to recreate what you hear on the record in a live situation. So that's what I'm going to talk about today for Led Zeppelin's track In My Time of Dying off of Physical Graffiti. So guys, if you've been to my channel before, welcome back. Thanks so much for all the support. I really dig it, man. Like it's been such a fun ride doing this YouTube thing, building a community of people, making new friends every day. So this is it's a lot of fun for me. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody and all of the members that are subscribing and all that stuff. This is fantastic, man. It's just not anything I really thought I would be doing, and I'm so glad I pulled the trigger and just decided to jump in because I'm in the deep end now, and I'm loving it. So my goal for this year is to hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm just over 6, and I'm well on my way, so I can't thank you guys enough. So if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe. It really helps me out, helps out what I'm doing on this channel. And if you dig Zeppelin and guitar and life on the road, that sort of thing, then you might find something you enjoy on this channel. So anyway, thank you very much in advance, but I wanted to get into In My Time of Dying and how I approach this. So on the record, I believe Jimmy Page played a Switchmaster, so I know you guys you'll rip me apart in the comments below, but that's okay. I'm a big boy. I'll handle it. I believe it was a Switchmaster with P90s. So if I'm wrong, feel free to tell me I'm wrong. Call me names if you like. But that being said, that's why I'm using my SG. Now I've used this before live with Get the Lead Out for this song, but currently I have this at my house in my home studio, and I'm using my Les Paul Special, my TV Yellow Special for live situations, and I think it sounds really good, man. This sounds really good too. P90s can be a little noisy. There's a little trick. You can flip the magnets, and then if your volumes on both channels are at the same, it cuts out the buzz. But that's another little trick of the trade. Talk about that later. Now, if you listen to the track, there's actually a phase shifter going on, as well as like there's a couple guitar tracks. Maybe he played it all on once, but mic'd up different cabinets with different effects going into it. I'm not sure how Jimmy actually recorded this song. However, for today's purpose, I'm going to skip the phase shifter. I'm going to just play SG into my Bad Cat over here, which I love this amp. I love this amp. I love this amp. It sounds so good. And to start off, you need to be in open A tuning. So let's go over that right now. The song is in open A, so let's go over the tuning real quick. On your low E string, it's tuned to E. A string is tuned to A. Your D string is tuned up a whole step to E. Your G string is tuned up a whole step to A. Your B string is tuned up a whole step to C sharp. And your high E string is still tuned to E. Okay, so that's basically it. If you're in A, it's basically an A chord when you strum it open. Listen. It has your whole triad in there. It has your A, C sharp, and E. A is your root, C sharp is your major third, E is your fifth. Okay, root, third, fifth. That's what makes up the basics of every chord. Okay, so moving on. What we're gonna do is we're gonna break this down into sections. So the first part, I play the slide on my ring finger. Some people play it on their middle finger. Some people play it on their pinky. You need to find what works best for you and what you're most comfortable with, because it's different for everybody. Starting off, we're going to talk about, it's going to go on the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret and open, okay? That's the first move. So you put it right on the fret, but not push all the way down. You can also block your hand right here on the bridge, kind of mute it a little bit, but not too much because it sounds like this. You don't want that. You want this. That's the first move. So it's the 3rd fret, the 2nd, and open. Right? And then 2nd fret, the 3rd fret, the 5th fret. Try that again. One more time. And at first I'm hitting the D, G, and B string. And then I'm hitting the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. That's what it sounds like to me on the record. And it varies every time. So don't beat yourself up too much over this. So just play it like that. So don't be afraid to add a little bit of vibrato to it, you know? So the first part, on that 5th fret, you can vibe that out. Now the second part of this, you're going 3, 2, open, slide up to the 12th fret. That's the whole first section of it. The second half goes. So the first time you come up to the 12th fret, the second time you slide off and leave it open. So let's do it again. Part 1. Part 2. Repeat it. All right. After that comes the band comes in on those hits. It's open on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. Then the same strings, 3rd fret. Same strings, 5th fret. So do those hits again. All right, one more time. And here's where the other riff comes in. You're gonna be playing I use my pick on the A string, and I use my middle finger to pluck the G string, and that's how I do it, both at the same time. So it's open, slide into the 7th fret, open, slide into the 5th fret, open, slide into the 3rd fret, and then back to open. All right, try that one more time. All right, so after those hits, we're going. Up to the 12th fret, up to the 12th, 7th, back to the 12th, end on an A minor 7 shaped chord. Okay, I'm going to show you in this camera right here. It's open, 2nd fret, open, 1st fret, open. So that's how all of that section is played. So let's break that down. So the first, after the hits, 7, 5, 3. Okay? Do it again. Same thing. Do it again. This is where it picks up. Now he did that 4 times, going up to the 7th fret, 5, 3. So starting at that first block of 4 goes to the 7th fret, right? The next block of the next block of 4 goes up to the 12th fret twice, then to the 7th, back up to the 12th. This is what I'm talking about arrangement-wise with Jimmy Page. Some things are specific, and then there's some other stuff that's just kind of like, man, that was the right take. So anyway, the second half is going to go... Could be a little tricky, so let's try that one more time. Just not the hits, just the first block of 4. Second block. Go to 7. Back to 12. Now the A minor 7 shape. You strum from your 5th string down. Alright, so that's the basis of the song. Those are the main riffs that you're going to hear throughout. Now, as the song progresses, there will be variations of those riffs, but that's going to get you in the ballpark, and then when you listen to it, you'll be able to figure it out. Just remember, it's all going to be on the same frets, 3, 5, 7, and 12. Some of the solos are are insane, and that's going to be a video on its own. But the bridge leading into the guitar solos, this is a very fun part to play. Now, if you're listening to it, you're like, what kind of chord is that? So what you're going to do is you're going to... Well, let me just play it for you, then I'll explain it. Okay, so that's the main riff of the whole thing. And what we're going to be doing now is your index finger is going to be on the, like, just bar across the 5th fret, just like that, right? And your pinky is going to go on the 8th fret on the B and E strings, okay? So strum from the 4th string down. That's your first one. Just like that. And then slide your pinky down to the 7th fret. That's the move. Now, keep in mind, your slide stays on. You don't need your slide for this part. Then from there, it's open. You can play with your slide. I like to play with the slide, it's more fun. And I think, while listening to the record, it almost sounds as if Jimmy Page is going... But there's also, it sounds like a slide too. But he lets that last note hang out. I like to keep the rhythm going. It helps, especially in a live situation, to keep everything glued together. And then repeat that. All right? So that's that second part. It's 3, 2, open, 3, 2, open, 5, 3, open. So it does that 3 times, that whole section, and then it moves down a whole step to where now you're on, your index finger's on the 3rd fret and your pinky is on the 6th fret, okay? And it's the same move. And that's when the guitar solo starts. So guys, that's all the parts in My Time of Dying, the basis of the song. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of variations of a lot of those licks when you get into it. But this is such a fun song to play. It's such a fun song to play along with. If you are playing along with it, I would definitely recommend maybe cranking your headphones up a little bit, because you can hear like some timekeeping stuff in the drums. You can hear a da da da. You know, you can hear Bonham keeping time, but it's like it's a live. I think it was a live situation, because it's really hard to put it down to a click, especially with a lot of Zeppelin stuff. So anyway, I digress. I'm not an expert on any of this stuff by any means. I'm just saying this is how, when I listen to the record, that's how I approach it. So I hope this helps. I really do. And I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. And like I said, I'm trying to go for that 10,000 subscribers this year. And if you're new, please hit that like and subscribe. It definitely helps me out. I really appreciate it. And if you're interested in seeing Get the Let Out, by all means, man, follow me on Instagram. Go to gtlorocks.com. Send me a message. I've been hopping off stage after the show and running around with my phone trying to get crowd reactions and what song was your favorite song that night, and stuff like that. So it's been really great meeting a lot of you guys, and thank you for all the kind words, man. It's been really awesome. Really awesome. So yeah, again guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you all continue to be awesome. Be good to yourself, be good to each other, and I will see you all in the next video.